Hello guys, full time at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal 6, BATE 0. And that was a lot more fun than it really had any right to be. I didn't have great expectations for tonight's game, a dead rubber. And when I arrived here, not much atmosphere. About 30,000 fans in the stadium according to Arsenal. Barely looked that, to be honest. Lots of big red expanses in the stands. But Arsenal put on a show. Credit to them. Arsene Wenger named a very strong side, stronger than I anticipated. You know, no starts for the likes of Nelson, Willock and Nketiah. International players in there: Walcott, Giroud, Welbeck, Jack Wilshere, Elneny, Coquelin. A strong side, and a side with a back four. Really intriguing. He stuck with that back three all through the group stage, despite not having the wing backs, despite not necessarily having the central defenders at times, putting Elneny in there. Playing players out of position, and then he went to a back four in the final game. Is that anything to do with the fact that we played quite as well as we did with a back four in the match against Manchester United? I don't know. There were benefits to that, though. It allowed us to get a lot of attacking players on the field, 3 behind the striker as opposed to just 1. And we exploited that. We created a lot of chances. We scored a lot of goals. As far as the back four goes, we had a look at Chambers and Holding as a central pairing. They're great friends, they're flatmates, they play together for the England under-21s. Could they be the future of Arsenal? I'd love to see it, love to believe that could be the case. Debuchy played at right back, and then Ainsley Maitland-Niles, the perennial utility man, filled in at left back. Debuchy was open the scoring, brilliant strike. I mean, that was really travelling. Maybe a bit of frustration in there from him. I thought he played well again tonight. The Europa League has really given him some rehabilitation. Maybe it'll be just enough to secure him a permanent move in January. 2-0 was Theo Walcott. Yeah, really nice finish from Walcott after Danny Welbeck didn't make the most of a counter-attack. Been a lot of talk about Walcott, about his future this week. Arsene Wenger says he wants to keep him. I don't know what's going to happen. What I would say is that it was a really good performance from Walcott tonight. Wore the captain's armband, scored a goal. Might have had a hat-trick in the first half, a brilliant save from the keeper and a goal line clearance denied him. Created 3 goals, 3 assists for him tonight. You can't argue with that. And then Jack Wilshere made it 3-0 for half-time. He was really imperious in the first half, Wilshere. They couldn't get near him and he lashed in a shot. Every bit as powerful as Debuchy's, to be honest with you, from the left-hand side of the box. His first goal for Arsenal, I think, since that effort. Was it in 2015? The 1 goal of the season. Maybe against West Brom or Aston Villa. Some not very good team from the Midlands. Anyway, after half-time, 4-0. Polyakov with an own goal. Brilliant ball from Wilshere, incisive. Walcott got to the byline, tucked it back. Danny Welbeck was waiting there. To be honest, Polyakov, I think, finished it better than Welbeck ever could. Really thrashed it into the net. You won't see many own goals better than that. Walcott was then fouled. Giroud tucked the penalty away to the goalkeeper's left. Was asked to retake it for encroachment, and promptly did exactly the same thing. And then the icing on the cake, Mohamed Elneny, who has not scored since that night of the new camp. Only his 2nd Arsenal goal, I believe, his first at the Emirates Stadium. A lovely curled effort after a Wilshere pass, just sent it arcing into the far corner. There were late run-outs for Nelson in an attacking role at last on the right wing. Joe Willock and Eddie Nketiah. I will say, I'm not sure Eddie Nketiah is a winger. I think he's a centre-forward. When you play him out the wing, he does look a little bit lost at times. I know he's played there a couple of times for the academy, but he's a centre forward and he was doing a job out there, but it wasn't great. But look, it was fun tonight, and BATE, let's be clear, were absolutely, I've blocked the light, you can see me better, absolutely diabolical. I mean, I've seen a lot of teams play here at the Emirates Stadium. I've not seen many worse performances than that one. They were awful, really awful. But credit to Arsenal. They did their job. They stuck at it. They created a hell of a lot of chances. 23 shots. I mean, we wouldn't have got many goals against David De Gea with that many, but against any other team, that's an awful lot. And Wilshere looked very sharp. Walcott looked sharp. Giroud looked sharp. I think I would have looked sharp, to be honest, against this lot. But credit to the players for making an evening of it. Keeping me warm, keeping me interested. I'm sure those of you who did watch it at home enjoyed it. And the last few Europa League performances have been a bit stale, a bit boring. This one was a bit more like how we started the competition, a bit of life to it. So bring on the knockout stages, guys. Cheers.